And we're live. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome to the Holy Fire Hangout, where we're going to discuss that divine spark. My name is Will Mitchell. I'm a Reiki master teacher in Austin, Texas, and I specialize in Usui Holy Fire Reiki. Today in the room we have Aliza, Carolina, Guru Dan, Mark, and Sarah. Welcome, everyone. The format for today, we'll do greetings and introductions. We just did that. We'll go over an overview of Reiki, the Reiki ideals, the Holy Fire, and the three heavens. Difference between meditation and a Holy Fire meditation experience. And then we'll have an open discussion on divine spark. We'll then do a Holy Fire meditation experience where we can hopefully learn more about that divine spark, and we get to share and write online. So Reiki is a Japanese relaxation technique that also promotes healing. A practitioner applies the hands and acts as a channel for Reiki to be applied to pretty much any situation. It's not necessarily just healing. And when Mikao Usui rediscovered Reiki back in the 1920s, he gave us the Reiki ideals. He called it the secret art of inviting happiness, the miraculous medicine for all diseases. Just for today, do not anger, do not worry, and be filled with gratitude. Devote yourself to your work and be kind to people. Now, the Holy Fire is that burning in your heart. It's your connection to everything, to all that is. It's your connection to your highest level of excitement. It's this and much, much more. Holy Fire Reiki is an evolution in Reiki. It's both powerful and gentle, as well as provides purification, healing, empowerment, and guidance. Holy Fire Reiki is noticeably more refined and comes from a higher level of consciousness. It is unlimited. Excuse me. Water is life. Stay hydrated, my friends. In Holy Fire Reiki, we teach of the three heavens, where the first heaven is our three-dimensional universe where we live. It's the people in it. It's Mother Earth. It's the plants, the planets. It's the stars. Everything physical. Now, the second heaven is everything that's non-physical, dualistic, and ego-based. The third heaven is beyond ego and clear expressions of God's unlimited love, awareness, and power. It always respects free will. Now, I found that there's a difference between meditation and a Holy Fire meditation experience. In meditation, I was taught to focus on my breath and focus on the mantra. And if a stray thought comes in, like going to the store, what am I going to make for dinner, what are the chores that I need to do, anything like that, we acknowledge the stray thought and allow it to go away on its own when we return to our breath and return to the mantra. Now, with a Holy Fire meditation experience, it's very similar. We start with a visualization, and when one of those stray thoughts come in, we simply acknowledge it and return to the visualization. Now, if any other thoughts come in, that's the Holy Fire talking to you, and just allow it to take you on the journey. So now I'd like to open up anyone's microphone to talk about divine spark. I'm sure we have plenty of opinions here. So what does a divine spark mean to you? Anyone? I'm sure we didn't come into this hangout just so I could do all the talking.
The divine spark. Let's see. It's when we speak from our hearts We also feel from our hearts, and we share with each other what is in our hearts. It is the life. It is the sound and color of our being. It is that intuition, that knowledge that we are all one, that we are all connected to source energy. We have the energy of the stars and of the planets within us, the energies of creation within us. We are divine. Divine is creation. And because we are created, we are automatically divine. There is nothing to do or a process to have. We are that because we are created. We are connected to our divinity, our love, and our life. Yes, that is the divine spark.
Thank you so much, Sarah. Well said. Well said. Anyone else? Dan?
No, gonna be kind of hard to top that one. She kind of covered it all there, didn't she?
There's no topping. There's no judgment here.
Yeah, no, that's not a judgment. I just don't have anything to add to that.
I believe sometimes it's just as simple as smiling at somebody in the other car or in the grocery store. That could be a divine spark. Anything. Could be a hearty handshake. Could be seeing a flower. Who knows what it is? What's going to inspire you? Could be a long run. Could be getting lost. Who knows? Just because you call it lost doesn't mean that it's not divine will. Carolina, do you have anything to add?
I was just thinking, it's what we feel in our hearts, the emotions, the connections we have with others, with nature, but it's what we are inside in our hearts, what we feel when we feel that positive and negative feeling, is what makes us. That's the flame, that's the spark.
Well said. Thank you, Carolina. I like how you worked it into the flame in the holy fire.
Thank you.
Mark, do you have anything to add?
For me, it's more questions. What kind of attention and intention can you use to
Thank you.
magnify it? I'm finding a lot of echoes very distracting. It seems like a 2 or 3 second delay. It's hard to follow what everybody's saying. But for me, it's more questions. What kind of attention?
There's that delay for you. Yeah, I agree. Intention and attention, all tools to get that divine spark. Who knows where it's going to come or when it's going to come? Could be inspiration. It could be anything. Absolutely anything. Aliza, do you have an opinion on the subject?
Am I back?
You are.
Okay. One thing that came to my mind was this idea that all of us here are matter, and all of the material things are kind of just vessels waiting for this universal spark of divinity. So I was just imagining relationship itself, that, you know, all of us are just objects, and the divine spark that makes everything alive is this communication and this relationship that we form, you know, with between each other, and um, between ideas, and we all just pass it around. So that's what it means.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I love the way you think.
I'm not.
We are the sparks for each other. That's what I've heard. Very nice. Very nice. Well, I've experienced over the past, who knows how much time. It doesn't matter where the spark comes from. It's just that when you get the spark, what are you going to do with it? How long are you going to keep it? And are you going to stay motivated? Or are you going to stay in the bliss? I guess is the best way to put it. Because when you're in the bliss, you can do no wrong. Just things start to happen for you. How about we ask the Holy Fire and do a meditation? All right.
Yes, wonderful.
So I'm going to get positioned and get comfy. So take a moment. Get comfortable. I'll move my foot so I don't shake the camera. Get relaxed. It doesn't matter if you sit or if you lie down. What matters is that you're comfortable. You can have your eyes open, eyes closed, whatever suits you. Breath is life. Taking a deep breath. And exhale. Breathing and relaxing. Exhale, releasing. Breathing and relaxing. Exhale, releasing. And let's take a moment to invite in the Holy Fire. Feel the Holy Fire in your heart. Let's start with our heart centers. And send that energy up through your crown chakra, up into the third heaven, and bring back some of that non-egoic energy back through your crown chakra and into your heart center. Breathing and relaxing. Exhale, releasing. Now let's ground that energy. Take that energy that's swirling in your heart center, and let's send it down through our root chakra, through the bottoms of our feet, growing roots down into Mother Earth, all the way down into her center. Breathing and relaxing. Exhale, releasing. And bring that energy back up through your feet, through your root chakra, and back into your heart center. Mixing the divine feminine and the divine masculine, breathing and relaxing, exhale, releasing, breathing and relaxing, and on the next exhale, breathe out that combined energy into every aspect of your being. Breathing and relaxing, exhale, releasing. Imagine yourself in a meadow. It could be day or night, as you pick it, whatever season you favor. As you walk in this meadow, there is much vegetation, many beautiful flowers. You walk along, and in the distance you see a path. You decide to walk along this path. You continue along this path. You decide to sit on the side of the path, and you look back towards the meadow. All the flowers have dew. Breathing and relaxing. Exhale, releasing. Now as you look back to a shimmering, glimmering light glistening off of the dew, this is no ordinary light. This light comes from the third heaven. Allow this light to enter your soul. Allow this light to guide you. When you're ready, slowly bring your awareness back to the here and now. If you're guided to continue your meditation, please do so. Take a deep breath. Start to wiggle your fingers and toes, and slowly bring your awareness back to your eyes. If you feel guided to write in a journal, pen and paper, or make notes online, write yourself an email, whatever it is. Mine was pretty interesting, so I'm going to make some notes. I'm going to mute and write a little bit. If anyone wish to share, unmute and talk. I see some people have written in the chat on the side.
I I felt I started hearing a high pitched sound through my left ear, and I heard it throughout. And then I saw. See, I'm not experienced with meditation, so maybe this is normal. And then I saw some kind of shadow moving with my eyes closed, and it was like kind of pulsating from side to side, and I can still hear the high pitched sound. That's
Okay.
all.
Well, in all my experience with meditating with the Holy Fire, every single meditation experience is different. So there is no normal. Absolutely no. I'm getting that Sarah can help you with that tone.
What does that tone mean?
The tone could mean anything. It could mean communication. It could mean, um, was it a constant tone?
Yeah.
I think if you concentrate, it sounds constant,
It
but I
is
think
constant.
if you concentrate on it a little more, I think you'll find out that there's information modulated on that.
Okay.
You just have to concentrate just a little more, I think.
Okay.
You agree, Sarah?
Yes, definitely.
So don't worry about it, Carolina. It'll hit you. It'll probably come to you while you sleep tonight. What was going on? And if you wake up with new information, then attribute it to the what was hidden in the tone. Well, they're saying yes right now. There's so much hidden in the tone.
Okay. Right. I usually get my information through dreams, so I'm pretty sure I'll figure it out somehow.
Yeah, and
I
don't
can
worry.
I can still hear it.
Here you go.
It's wonderful.
Absolutely, I can tap into it.
Yes, tap into it and tell me what you feel.
I just did.
All right.
The information's for you.
Oh, I see.
That's what I know. But I see it modulating
I see. I was hoping for a translation.
yeah, but that's part of the fun of the Holy Fire is
Yes.
finding out for yourself.
Yes, okay.
Uh, so thank you, Catalina.
No, thank you. Thank you.
Would anyone else like to share?
I was going to let Mark go first if you wish to do so. But I didn't see him move. So it's interesting because I've been meditating for the last year, and I can see when the thoughts pop up, as they come along. Today, those thoughts were coming along, I guess, because there's a lot on my mind.
Mm-hmm.
I got thoughts of the earth, the inner earth. I got thoughts, my everyday thoughts with the work that I'm doing with the website and stuff, like everyday thoughts. I got thoughts of just this really heavy energy integrating, like just coming in. Oh my goodness. It was very thick. So I can feel it on my heart pressing down. And my higher self, one of my higher selves, apparently I have more than one. My Hathor higher self, she was telling me it's okay to put her name out on some of the poems that I put out from the different beings. It's okay to give her name.
Okay. What is her name?
Willartha.
Balaka?
Willartha. The
Gotcha.
first part of your name, W-I-L. Wilartha, yes. Willartha.
Nice.
So,
Nice. She's awesome.
yeah. She was melding with me earlier in this hangout, so
Good. Good. So one small suggestion.
mhm.
Focus on your heart for a second and feel that weight. feel that weight. Acknowledge the weight. And simply ask the holy fire to lift it. Because you're kicking some serious ass, Sarah.
Thank you.
So don't let it bother you.
No, I just know when there's big energy, sometimes I feel like the weight on my heart because the energy is so massive and
Uh-huh.
it's just heavy sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Nothing you can't handle.
Exactly.
Exactly. So just laugh at it the next time you feel it. It'll get done. Spirit will find a way.
Yes, definitely. I
Yeah.
think that has something to do with our magnetic field. That's what's coming to me, actually. When you're feeling the energy of all the other parts of you, and if you're allowing it within your magnetic field, so it feels like a pushing
Right.
sometimes because we're getting used to it now. This is something entirely different than what we're used to, let's say 5, 10 years ago. So it's it's a lot of energy.
It is. It is. And the holy fire can help integrate it seamlessly,
Mhm.
naturally, and smoothly.
Mhm. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Elisa, do you have anything to share?
Uh, yes, actually, today was a very rough day for me, energetically. I, I think I've been releasing a lot of things that are very old, and so when I was meditating, I had a vision of this little girl, and I felt things loosening up for me, and people kind of healing me. So thank you for whoever that is out there doing that. And I just had this vision of this little girl, and she had a little handful of dirt, and the healing was to causing her to open it up to show the person healing her, and she said, "That's all that I have." And she was concerned that letting go of all that old stuff was like the only thing that defined her, the only possession she had. And the voice asked me, "Was that better than nothing?" And she kind of thought, well, maybe having a free hand was better than carrying around all this dirt. So just the vision was the dirt falling and falling away. That was my
Very
meditation.
nice. Very nice. We are still in the energy of the full moon. And this full moon was a very, very big full moon for releasing. And so it's no surprise that that was included in your vision. It's very interesting.
I just want to say, Lisa, very beautiful. Very beautiful.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
And Mark is having technical difficulties on his end. And so he said, I just felt warm, tingly, and bright. which is awesome. Mine was pretty interesting. I'll write more in detail later. It was So what happened was when I look back at the shimmering light on the dew on the flowers, I was instantly taken to the center of that field. And when I got there, it was all bright and sparkly and tingly and warm. um, and then pixies and sprites and fairies all started coming out from underneath the flowers. So to me, this was midsummer, and the field just was totally full of flowers. I see a lot of daisies and a lot of yellows and whites and oranges in the field. And after those fairies and sprites were all around me, there were an uncountable number around me, that I then became small, and small with the fairies, and the flowers became really, really, really tall. And we went underneath the flowers and sat around on little mushrooms and little stones, sat beside blades of grass. It was totally, totally cool. And all of a sudden, I'm sitting there. We're sitting around this this mushroom table, and Carolina, all of a sudden, I was taken straight to you, and you were in your home in England, and I went straight there, and all of a sudden I started giving you Reiki. I put my hand on your shoulders, and then my right hand on the top of your head, and you said you wanted to go to that field with me in with the pixies and the fairies, and I said, we can do it with Reiki, okay? We can easily do it, okay? So I opened up a little portal and used the time and distance symbol, and we just traversed the time and distance to the field, and we were both small, and you just were as happy as a clam sitting there talking to the fairies and the pixies, and then all of a sudden I grew wings and I started flying around, and so I left you, Carolina, with the having your conversation, and you knew how to get back, so I wasn't worried. And I was taken out into space, and I don't know if this was a conversation that we had earlier in the Hangout or not, but there was coalescing of energies, and there was a black hole that was collecting energy and condensing energy, and it was the divine spark was very similar to the Big Bang, where the energy was stored, and all of a sudden it just sparked and blew up, and a whole bunch of new creation happened because of it, and that was pretty amazing. And that was basically my my experience. There was a lot, clearly there's a lot more detail because we were meditating for almost 20 minutes there. So.
Well, it's funny you say that, because I just drew this. I'll show you. I was gonna say, in the shadows I saw. You're not gonna believe me. The shadows I saw, I thought there's something to do with wings, so I just drew this. I don't know if you can see it properly.
It's awesome. I want you to know that it was dark in your room when I got there, so it was very shadowy. And
Okay.
when I opened up the portal to the meadow, that's when all the light came in. And
right, I see.
it just took a little bit of convincing for me, I held your hand and I went on one side of the portal and you were on the other, and then he said, "Okay, I'll join you."
Oh, wow. Okay. Brilliant. This is awesome. So, yeah, I was going to say those pulsating shadows. And I was going to say there's a connection with wings there because it's like, it was like this, look. As I just saw the shadows, it was like this. So, could be that.
Okay.
I don't
Interesting.
know. Must have been a connection there, maybe.
Who knows? I stopped thinking I was crazy a long time ago.
No, okay. No, I don't think we're crazy. The thing is, it's always there.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you for sharing. That's awesome.
Oh, you're welcome. My pleasure.
Okay.
Oh, Sarah, do you have any comments on my story? You have something to say, and I would love it if you would do a blessing a little later.
Okay, thank you. I was just thinking this shadow part, which I'm glad you both confirmed. Um, my understanding of it was that she was releasing that energy from her. And so as soon as she said it earlier, I said, well, she was releasing old energies and allowing the new. That's why everything became brighter for her.
Right.
And so she saw it moving back and forth in her body. What our energy does, it fluctuates in our body from our left to our right side. Our right side takes in energy and our left side releases the energy. So you were able to release that energy out the left and allow the energy of freedom, of color and light in from the right. This is what I got when I heard you say that.
Thank you, Sarah. That's wonderful.
Yes.
There was another thing that I had this impulse to speak Lyran for some reason, like this.
Yes.
I don't speak any languages though.
I'll let her rip.
Oh, yes, you do.
I just
You do now. Yes.
No.
I don't know since Will said something about a cat, then I just when did you say something? Oh, about because you went near the dog and then you said you had some cat energy,
Yes.
and then I went into my meditation and I just had this wanting to speak Lyran. I just wanted to do it. That's how I felt.
Muha.
And I know I felt like saying that.
Oh, say it.
Yes.
Go ahead, say it. Let it go.
Yes. For those watching the video, that discussion happened before I pressed the live broadcast, so we were talking beforehand. So there was a dog yesterday that noticed my cat energy and didn't quite like it.
Uh-huh. Wow.
So that was really interesting. Yes, Carolina. So when what I got was when your room was dark, and when I opened the portal, and when I was on one side and you were on the other, it was just a little reluctance there for you to release.
Right.
But you did. But you did. I mean, because you're used to your old ways.
Yes, I am.
We all are used to our old ways, whether they serve us or not. But recognizing those patterns and getting relief from them, it's a great feeling.
Yeah, it's brilliant. It feels like as if something lifted off me.
Nice.
That's how it felt. Thank you. It's brilliant.
Very nice. So Sarah, would you like to finish up with a blessing?
Yes. Sanamia siaka. Kuluni gainiki sala. Lanakiasi. Kushunuku. Hatiatina kiasu. Hashalanana. Kiasupini. Hakayasuku. Anikiasi. Taya salana. Katia nukutu ayashaya. Kialuku taisia. Kashiniasi kulunaya. Wanaiki hasala. Esikiana hushunu hasanaka. Namaste.
Namaste. Who is that?
I haven't received a name yet, but that's my Syrian self.
Okay.
I take it to be.
I got really, really, really tall.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. Really, really, really tall. And I got Egyptian energy.
That would make sense.
Ah, very nice, Eliza. She said she had a vision while Sarah was channeling the person. She said, the flame has burned and left many ashes behind, and we are clearing the ashes. Absolutely.
Definitely. Wow.
Very nice. Growing rose bushes. You got it. Absolutely. The rose, awesome. I'm glad that you said that because pink roses are a symbol of my guardian angel. So nice that you bring that up. So she'll give you more information soon enough.
Last night I had a dream with roses, but
Nice.
not just pink. They were red, pink, yellow roses.
Yellow, pink, and red roses, you said?
Yeah, yes.
Nice.
I just thought I'd say it now that you're talking about roses.
Uh-huh.
I've been having some connections with my dreams lately, so I thought I'd say it.
Now, were these roses doing anything?
I was planting some of them,
Okay.
and then some of them were just around, like a garden.
Nice.
That's all. That's all. Just
Uh-huh.
planting some roses.
Very nice. So, thank you all for joining. This was absolutely amazing. I appreciate everyone's presence, everyone's input, and I hope we have more insight on that divine spark. So thank you for joining. My name is Will Mitchell. I'm a Reiki Master Teacher in Austin, Texas. And unlimit yourself. Namaste.
Namaste. Much love.
Much love and thank you.